We're gonna do this, right? I have no idea what we're doing. I'm leaning towards tags. What do you think? Hello, hello. Hi, Mo. How are you? Nick, hi. Crazy Creations. Hi, Judy. How are you? Welcome. So, I went. I was a bad girl. I went to Goodwill today without y'all. That's beautiful. We're gonna sell some stuff, and then we're gonna do a demo. I think we're gonna do a demo on tags. I want to play with some tags. Um, so if you're watching on YouTube, you are welcome to right here scan that QR code and come play with us over on Whatnot so you can see the chat and have fun with us. Um, Karen, like for real, I was in Ellis's show and she made me snort coffee. Like unbelievable. That she's crazy. So anyway, my confession time, I went to Goodwill without you all today and I called Rob and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like somebody donated their grandma's sewing room, like for reals." Um, but he was like, "Just grab it. You know people are gonna want it." And I'm like, "Should I go live? I don't have a phone charger. I don't have a pen. I don't even have anything." And he's like, "Just grab it. You can run them tonight, show them to them, and you can take pictures and put them in the bin for our live thrifting." So, um, yeah, we have all like, okay, so I'm rolling up ribbons here. Like, Doodle, these look so much remind me of you. Like I saw these and went, "Oh, but your phone number, but you would have spent so much money, you would have yelled at me." Oh, I spent way too much money. So, I literally had to call Rob and ask him to transfer money to me. That's how bad it was. Anyway, she had a whole plethora of Tula fabric, which I have recently learned is very, very popular. And, but they also had all of these vintage rickracs, like 13 cents, my friends. And I usually sell these for $2 each. But my thought process was because, it's us. I have like 10 bags of these, you guys. The ribbons. These are zippers and oh look, there's buttons. Look, just all the fun vintagey stuff. So my thought process was is I will run some of these if y'all want to grab them. If you don't want to grab them tonight, I am going to do. I've been listing stuff all week, so if you take a look in my bin, I got a lot of fabrics listed. I got a lot of the trims listed, some cards, and I've kind of decided that I'm just going to start putting stuff in the bin because it's so hard to handle this without pictures. So, um, is that Karen right there? That's Karen. Karen, if I send you this, will you make me a tag with it? I just want a tag. I want one of your pretty tags. That's not even getting sold. That's Karen's. I know, right? Um, so I don't know how to do this without just making a disaster. Is anybody interested in me running all of these? If I know, we're just gonna let me get to my phone. It's buried up here. We have 10 bags. I'm not kidding. I went out of control. I legit went out of control. So we are going to edit this. We're going to change it to 243. And it's going to be 3. And there we go. We're going to do this thing. So if you see a couple of them that you would like, let me know. We are just going to go through the bags. It was the best find in the world. I was so excited. Like, I can't. Okay, let's organize, Tam. Handle your stuffs. Okay. If you see something that you want and it's not in screen, just let me know. We're going to start with the lacy ones because the lacy bits are good. So we have lacy bits. So we have turquoise, we have white. This is like a hodgepodge. It has some yellow, it has a couple of different whites, and then some baby pinks. There's a brown, there's a green, a baby pink, and then this is a whole thing of white. So I'm going to set that down there. We're going to run this if anybody wants to grab it. And oh my gosh. We'll see what Whatnot's going to do for us today. So there's that. We're going to get some Rick Racks together for the next one. Just these old vintage cards, you guys. Like, anyway. So there's that little batch. You know, I'm like, yay, I have something to put my stuff on. This is a lavender. This is a white. So it's double fold bias trim. It has a lacy, like a hand crocheted edge. It's kind of hard to see, but this is crocheted. We have, this is a light cream and a dark cream. That kind of counts as one because they're halfies. Orange, pink, and green. Look at this gold. Like, so you get double duty here because really you're getting 2 trims and 2 really awesome journaling cards. That's what that is. Hi, Gabs. How you doing, babe? I didn't see you come in. She's like, ma'am. Hi, love. Which ones do you want? Did you see the laces? I'm not even done. You get 2. Which ones do you want? You missed them? Okay, so these are, I've got more. I've got 10 bags of these. Like, I cheated on you guys and went shopping without you today because I didn't have a phone charger with me. So these are the laces. There's a lavender, a green, a pink, a brown. This is like 3 different kinds. There's yellow, 2 different whites, and a pink. This is just like a wide one, and then this one is the light blue. So you pick 2. And if somewhere down the road you decide that the red and the white and the pink. So the red and the white. Do you want the pink Rick Rack or the lace? The Rick Rack. Okay. So those 2. They're so good. Guys, I didn't even pull anything out for myself. I'm like opening bags as we're opening bags live. Gab, I got a bunch of Tula fabric. It was crazy. Somebody took out Grandma's sewing. Okay. A bag for Gabby. let's go to our next bag. So we'll set those aside. We're going to do a pile of rickrack. We're going to do a pile of lace. And then we're going to do a pile of bias tape. So, guys, these are like old. There's red. There's, it's like, oh, what's the word? It's not mauve. It's like that maybe pinky mauve. There is 1/4 inch hot pink, 1/2 inch hot pink, and then we'll just throw that in with this pink, and then this one. So there's that. Is it going to do a run next? Yes, it is. And I will grab another bag to open and share with you all. So I don't know if anybody is interested in Tula fabric. I was very recently introduced to it. Somebody on here was selling it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is adorable. And so, oh, and this bowl. Look at this bowl that I got. It's a wooden yarn bowl. So you put your ball of yarn in here, and then you put your string through here so it doesn't go flying across the room. Isn't that gorgeous? Sorry, I digress. Hi everybody, welcome. We're just showing some stuff, and then we're gonna pick some stuff out of here and play with it and make some tags, because I didn't know what I wanted to do tonight, and it's, guys, it's hot as all get out here, like ridiculous hot. Oops, sorry, I hit the camera. Let me fix you. Flying. There we go. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm going to set this over here because that's a disaster. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? So this is a roll of pom-pom trim. Who was asking me for pom-pom trim? Is Sammy here? I think it was Sammy. Okay. Simplicity pom-pom. Does anybody want me to run this one? I'll set it up there for later. Here is, that's like a partial one. Oh, look at this. Holy moly. It's like a crocheted trim. We have, we're just going to run them under this because I don't know what else to do. The different pinks. Some black lace. Some orange. Hi, Heather. How are you, love? I hit the jackpot at Goodwill today. I'm just sharing. This is, we're doing 2 for $3. This doesn't have a lot on it, but it's so good. So I'm going to run that again in case anybody wants to grab 2 of these. I have laces, I have ribbons, I have zippers, I have all the things, crazy all the things. This is some really wide yellow lace. It's really pretty. Yeah, I got like 10 bags. I didn't even have anything with me to go live. Like my phone was almost dead. I didn't have a charger. The black lace and the brown. This. Got you, babes. Thank you, Judy. Okay, I will run that again in case anybody wants to grab some of this stuff. And I mean, obviously, if you're looking for something, let me know. This is going to become a hot mess really quick. I feel that coming. Judy Gabby. Okay. And there's just like little snippets. I think we're gonna make some snippets tonight. Judy, what else do you want, babe? All the things. Pick something. There's rickrack, there's lace, I mean, and I'll just keep going. And I keep going, and if you see something you like as we're going, you can let me know. Or if you see a couple things on there, that works too. Whatever works for you, my dear. So when I do live thrifting, if you guys wonder why you get your bags are opened, because I don't want you to get stabbed with the 5 million staples that they put in these bags. Yellow, and is there a brown lace? Yeah, there's a brown lace. There's not a lot on there. Let me see if I can find something else to throw in there for you. That's all rickrack. See. Surprise you? Okay, I'll find something to throw in there for you, Judy. But oh yeah, look. That looks pretty together. Okay. If I run into another brown lace, yell at me to grab it. Okay, we're going to set these aside. No, I'm going to run it again in case anybody wants any of these. There we go. And I'm pulling out more rickrack. Guys, these are old, and the reason I can tell they're old is because these are so browned. There's a light blue. The cool part about these is you've got the labels, you've got the cards, and you've got the rickrack on a lot of them. This is a royal blue. There's pink. There's, that looks like that's pre-tea dyed right there for you. No work in this. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Where I'm just showing off my plethora of stuff that I got today. And, ooh, Judy, do you use rickrack? It's a brown with gold. It matches your brown perfectly. Yeah, we'll throw that in there. There you go, babes. See, I knew I'd find you something. There's a lot. There's some cream. That's really pretty lace. Yellow. You're welcome, love. I should probably be finishing my ATCs, but you know, again, here we are. These are like scraps, so those are gonna be snippet scraps. Here's a green with gold, a really tiny navy blue. This is a jumble card. This has like a pinky peach, a mint green, a yellow, a red with gold, and then some cream. Oh, and then there's a little red with, anyway, running again, if anybody wants those. And then this is like a greens card. This is a hot mess card. The hot mess card. Okay, so we're going to throw the rickrack in here. I know. I was so excited. So excited. And we are only just beginning. Okay, I'm going to set the laces aside. I'm trying to organize as I go, so forgive me if I am driving you crazy, but it will be very helpful in the future in showing these laces, rickracks. Do you know how to do dual shows? I want to do a show Monday to try to get rid of things, but I need help because of everything. Dual shows. Do you mean like co-hosting? I do. So you need me to co-host you, is what you're saying, or you need me to tell you how you can co-host somebody else? Explain. Got explaining to do. So I'll show you. It's so simple. Um, there's the red crack. Time out, guys. We're gonna do this. So here's my other device. So I click on your name and it comes up, and there's a little thing here that says invite to co-host. If I click on that, you're going to get a message pop up on your phone that says accept or decline. If you hit accept, then you would be at the bottom of my screen. It's just that simple. Yeah, we'll chat about it. I don't have any shows scheduled for Monday. So totally feasible. That would be crazy. I don't. Ouch. Dang it. Stab my finger. I don't think that is, yeah, thank you. They were doing like they had it in beta for a while and they were having problems with it. So, I don't know that they ever got it where they could. Apparently not. Okay, let's see what we got in here. So this is bias tape. Let's look at this juicy little bag of yumminess. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. This lovely bag has this. It is bias trim, single fold, old rose. There is bias tape in this navy blue stripe. There is Tweetco. Can you explain how? I would love to hear this. This is a plaid. Darling, tweet, explain. There's that one. There's two of that one. This is a gorgeous lace with blue flowers, and it is 2 yards, blue green. Loving that one. This is a deep brick rust. What else is in my hand over here? It's pretty like underwear, stretchable, color fast. Because they can run the auction without being live. You sell from the bin and run flash sales. Oh, you're so smart. White lace. This is soft finish hem tape with sewing guides, jungle green. This is a baby purple rickrack. Look, you guys, this label itself. So my brain says you've got your card that you can use as tags. You've got this to embellish, and then you've got your rickrack. This is just like amazing. This is lace seam binding 3 yards. Again, the packaging. I'm going to run again. Hi, love. Thank you for just sharing that. And still get their transactions. Yeah. That makes so much sense. I'm excited for that. So basically, say Barn Bloom were to co-host me, I could have stuff in my bin and just run flash sales from my bin. Rose seam and blue rose lace. Got you, babe. You're gonna need a bigger bag. Thanks, Judy. Running again. Yes, and then you could still do auctions. I know. This stuff is so good, you guys. Okay, so we have the blues. These are duplicates. Oh, what else? There's pink seam binding. There's red rickrack. There's purple with gold. And then there's a cream. We might use those later. I'm gonna set that aside. Running again. You get to choose 2 for $3. Um, I'm doing I love you guys. I thank you, Judy. I usually do these for $2 each. So I figured for the night, because this is like first time out of the bag before I have to take pictures and list everything. Because, ma'am, yes. Yeah, beige lace in the back. This one or this over here? And the pink lace. So those two. Or this was the beige lace. It has, oh, it has satin, a little bit of satin ribbon, and then the beige lace. This one. Okay. That and that. Gotcha. Okay. Judy. Drop stuff. The sad part is I'm going to dump all of this in a bin so we can craft in a little bit after I get all these bags opened. Does anybody in here, is anybody familiar with the Tula fabric? Pink by Tula, I think it's called. Yep. So I was in somebody's show one night and they were selling it for like $15 a yard. So I did some research on it because, I was curious why are we spending this much on this fabric? And so then I went to the website and it was even more expensive there. And but I happened to find some pieces of it today. Another fun fact is I actually found Alice in Wonderland licensed fabric today. Ah, hi, Missy Sue. How are you? I know. I was just like this. I mean, the lady had good taste, right? So this is more rickrack. There's a Kelly green. This is black. There's 2 of those, so I'll set that aside. This is white, a royal blue. This is a lavender with silver. And this one is a pink. I'll run that again. Setting your phone back down. Hey, tweet. I'm always down to learn something new. You know that. I'm doing well, Missy Sue. I found an awesome ton of trims at the Goodwill today, and so I'm just showing them. Okay, we're gonna set those Rick Racks over here. You want all of the, I know. That's why I'm running them cream, brown, seal brown, Yale, white. Look at this, guys. When do you does who remembers when you could get stuff for 19 cents? And that was expensive. Boiltex was the expensive brand, specifically for babies. I know. I'm just sharing with everybody tonight, and then it's gonna be pink. And then here is a baby blue with gold. I'm sharing for tonight, and then did you look, tweet? I started listing stuff in my show. I'm taking pictures and listing stuff. Oh, believe me. I got 10 bags of these. I did. I started listing things. I'm organizing. I have a specific April 15th tote. Don't get all excited. There's only a few. But I did actually list some stuff. Molly, you too? It's, if you guys, so I watched, I'm going to pick all these up. I watched the raid train that Corey ran this week, the next six-figure seller, and I got really scared because I was like, oh, I need to get on my game. So I started, lace is back here, and bias tape is up here. Okay, we've got piles going. It made me excited, but it also scared the crap out of me because I'm like, I need to get it together. Because they ran 300 items in 25 minutes. 300. Yeah. It was a competition, and I think tweet, yeah. No, it's a raid train that I joined. Well, yes, I am conducting it. Dana's Fancy Feathers and myself are co-hosting it. It is April 15th. And it is hi, Katie, how are you? 515. Yeah, it's like insane. So it is so Katie, does that mean they're your friends and I'm just Tam? I'm sassy tonight. White lace, 3 yards. So it is possible. Pink lace. White, but it's aged, naturally aged. I did a massive buyout today, and so we are running these 2 for $3 before I list them in my bin for the Craft D-Stash raid train. This is gorgeous. Tortoise. And we'll do some rickrack. This is jumbo pack, 7.5 yards, white, orange, black, and brown. pick two. If you don't see the color you like, I probably have it buried in here. Molly's gonna do it. Tweetco's in it. Um, which one, Judy? That gorgeous one, isn't it? You're gonna take that gorgeous one. Yep. See, this is what I did to myself. I'm showing these so I can't hoard them. Straight out of the bag. What other one, love? Because I would have used that one day. Okay. Um, there you go. All right. And we will replace that with a 2028 cream with gold rickrack. This is a bias tape or seam binding. I'm sorry. I love this. 15 cents. And here's a black lace. Here's another black lace. There is it says it's white, but it's aged naturally because, for realsies, this is white. This is white. So this is naturally aged into that creamy color. Here's some white and silver. We'll throw that up there. And then there's a navy blue. Okay. Did I just run that for 100 minutes? Barn, cleaning out my grandma's craft room and selling stuff. It amazed me. They paid 10 cents for things. Yeah. I'm in that they, ma'am. I'm in that they. Mm-hmm. I learned to sew when I was 4 years old. My grandmother was a professional seamstress, and they had and ran the dry cleaners in town. So she did all the alterations, and my grandfather did all the other stuffs. But they were firm believers that you don't buy stuff when you can make it yourself. So I had to learn how to make my own. No, lace over there. I had to learn how to make my own doll clothes as a young child. So I bought stuff at 1915, like 15 cents. Yes, I did, ma'am. It doesn't have a date on it. I'm trying to see one with a date. So 1974 was 45 cents. Yeah. So I was buying my own stuff in 74. Oh gosh, I'm old. Love you guys so much. Before I put these in a bag, I'm just gonna run through these again. So there's this, this. There's two of those. There's pink. We're just gonna set that aside. It's partials. This is a white trim with blue embroidery. I'm seeing a project here. This one has light, different pinks, reds, and there we go. We're gonna run, let's do like 10 seconds. It got really hot in here all of a sudden. Your grandma was the town seamstress up until the last 3 months. So amazing. That is awesome, Heather. That's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, I remember as a child, because I mean, my grandmother was German, so Um, the stoic German in them. Um, I sewed my finger to the project that I was working on. And of course, scream. And my grandmother very calmly looked at me and said, as she lifted the needle out of my finger, she says, "Well, I bet you won't ever do that again, will you?" No, no, I won't. I had literally sewn my finger to my doll dress. It was awesome stuff. Ooh, here's some fun bindings. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining. We are going to create sooner or later. It might be a little later because obviously I'm going slow. For those of you just joining us, I actually did a buyout on some sewing stuff today, and we are doing these 2 for $3. I am sure your grandma grew up in the Depression. She to this day charged $1 for alterations. Obviously, people were tip per lodge, but that was yeah, absolutely. Ooh, this is a good lace bundle. So there's purple lace, there's black lace, there's blue rickrack with gold, there's black rickrack, there's pink lace, dark old rose, that's what that's called. These are bias tapes. Pink, yellow, it's like a country blue, a burgundy, a yellow, a royal blue. We'll run those. CG, hello, my sweet. How are you? Got you, Judy. We're showing off these bags of sewing stuffs that I got today. This is it's called Laurel. They're all vintage sewing things. How are you doing, friend? I haven't seen you in forever. Jungle Green. Excella colors are guaranteed fast. Look at that old vintage. That's good just for the label. So I'm running these 2 for $3. Sage green, pink, gray, and blue. And I have over here the hunter green and then brown. I'll run that one more time and then we'll pull that and grab a new bag. CG, I have to say, I absolutely love your videos that you're putting on Facebook of your raid trains. It's amazing. Okay, let's put these up. So we have bias tape, lace, that's so awesome when they do that. Yeah, when I was at the store today, there was a couple there. They're resellers, and I actually went by their cart, and they had 3 baby quilts in their cart, and I was so sad. I was like, oh, a few minutes too late for that one. But why don't I didn't know we could. You just unboxed 15 by your grand. That's awesome. That's gotta be bittersweet, Heather. Sweet, do you mean for signups or do you mean just to promote them? I didn't know that I could, and she can't see what we're saying. I don't even know if she's still here, but um, this is mercerized cotton. It's a faded black. Charms Creation, how are you, love? It's a faded black. Here's a mall, you're here. White, a red. I'm doing fantastic. I did a huge buyout of vintage sewing stuff today. And before we get started creating, I thought I would run these at a ridiculously cheap price. So we're doing two for $3. You know, this says white, but it's no longer white. It's aged. This is a light pink, another aged white. Okay, we'll do. This is a blue. It looks more like a periwinkle to me. Brown. These Fruit of the Loom. Folks. Yes. What? Uh-uh. I'm sorry, I gotta keep that one. We have to research that one. Pink lace and yellow. Okay, these are running. I just did. It just went on the side. Just went on the side. I've never seen that before in all my life. This is interesting. Rainbow. For you to play with and make your Barbie clothes. Yeah. Right. Green lace. There's two of those. I'll just set that on the pile. And then this. Oh man. This is newer. Obviously, it has a Hobby Lobby on it. So that's running. Okay. I've never seen it before. Thank you, Katie. Let me get you a bag. I know you want that one. Which other one do you want, love? Oh no, you guys, I buried my Sharpie. Welcome in, everybody. We are in the blue with the cute label. Oh, I see it. Okay. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a good thing it was like at the front of the thing. This one, right? Okay, got you, babes. All right, and these are running again. Katie's bag. Gabby, I didn't know you made doll clothes. Okay, I missed your first comment. My grandmother made wedding dresses and suits, and I remember growing up sitting on the floor of her sewing room and her dumping a box of lace and fabric for me to play with and make my Barbie clothes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's jungle green lace and shiny purple. Got you, Katie. Those are correct, right? I should probably ask before I throw it in your bag. Yeah, it's the only green out there. The last. That one. Jungle green. Okay, got you. Katie's bag. It's okay. I got this. Got it. Gabby, I wish you lived closer. You would have so much fun. All right, gonna scooch those up a little bit. We're gonna do the rest of this pack. We have light blue. We have half-inch white. We have quarter-inch white. And we have red. Okay. So the Rick-Rack. Thank you, Tweet. Keeping my head together. It's going up here. Hi, Greta. How are you? Your crazy friend bought out a ton of sewing stuff. And here we are. Rainbow Rick. That's, I mean, if I would have had myself together today, I literally went to town to mail packages and I needed to grab some stuff from the grocery. And this one, me. And I'm like, I told myself, I haven't been into the Goodwill since we did that in person up by our house. I'm gonna just go, uh-oh, that was bad. Check and see what they have. Any tomatoes, pin cushions, etc. Not in this stuff, but I may need Rob's help. Guys, my glasses are gold and they just dropped on my wood floor and I could not see them. I do have some for my D-stash for the 15th. I have a ton of sewing stuff that I'm going to put fabrics and stuff. If you look in my bin, I have quite a few of the fabrics I started listing in my bin now, because I have so many. So, all right, let's do this again. So this looks like this is mainly Rick Racks. Oh crap, these packages are going everywhere. Okay. 9 yards, 15 cents. Just, I'm telling you, the packages alone are so worth this. Bias tape. Baby size black. Light pink. Turquoise. Blue. Oh, Woolsworth. We used to go to the soda counter at Woolsworth and get root beer floats. Anyhow. Tidy trim made of a Pacific fabric. I don't know what that means. This is a 29 cents. 9/14/16. I think I need to look that one up too, huh? I just heard I heard Heather scream in my ear right there. Stop. You were loud. I heard it. I got you. Thank you, ma'am, for keeping me on check. Blue lace, canary, jumbo rickrack, red jumbo. This is a deeper red. So this is like a bright red. This is more like a deeper red. And then we've got pink lace. And this lady's notes to herself are just amazing. I actually found in one of the bags that I got, um, obviously her husband had written out the message for their answering machine so he could record himself. It was the stinking cutest thing in the world. Red, green, blue. This is like an emerald green. And then another itty yellow. I heard it. I heard you scream. I need a drink of coffee. Oh my god, you guys, how many bags have we gone through? So many. Oh. I would like to point out something. I paid a very ridiculous amount of money for this bag. But it's so good. Okay, we're not doing buttons tonight. All right, we got 2 more bags and we're done. You brought home 3-gallon buckets of buttons. Oh, I can imagine. I hoard buttons like none other. If you ever feel the urge to share with someone, you can just message me. Hold the teal. This one? Got you. Set those up. I know. Guys, I bought the coolest dress today. It's funny. So it's actually a 3-piece set. It's a camisole and a skirt and then an overdress. Okay. And I can do half yards, babe. I don't care. I need it out of my house. It's just a pain in my butt to cut it. And if I can sell it without having to put a lot of time into it, it's a lot better for you and me. But yeah, I can do that. Um, okay. Tamisol. But I got up to the cashier and she was this young girl. She was probably 18, 19 years old. And I just looked at her and I said, "Isn't that such a hideous dress?" And she kinda gave me this look. She's like, "I wasn't gonna say anything." I'm like, "Oh, honey, I'm not wearing it. I'm making it into a junk journal." She's like, "Oh my god, I love junk journals. That's the smartest thing in the world." I should have Rob go get it so I can show you guys. It's to die for. Hey, Rob. Rob, could you go get the paper bag with the dress off the front patio so I can show them? It's like, "Oh my gosh." Okay, we have like a emerald green rickrack. We have This is probably supposed to be white, but it's aged. There is a larger green. Again, this looks like somebody tea dyed it, but that's just natural. This is a baby white and a red. We'll run that. Which one are you looking at, Katie? I'll cut it. Just tell me which one.
There you are, Mother.
Since I've disturbed you, would you mind getting me hot coffee? You're the bestest. Thank you. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're gonna run this again. Bam. I've just got this little bit left, and then we'll Mark Twain, Patches, Dottie. Oh, a bunch of them. Let me screenshot that. I'm gonna write it down. Pen. Thank you, Katie. Which ones do you want left? Which other one do you want? Because I have your teal one over here. Oh, the Mark Twain. I don't think I can cut that one. Dottie and the Dottie Valentine. So those two. The other blue on the bottom left. This one. Okay, gotcha. Not a problem, darling. I'm thinking the patch. I'd have to look at it. So basically, I did a huge buyout on trims today, and I normally run these $2 a package. And just as an introductory, because everybody's putting up with me unboxing everything, we're doing 2 for $3. So if there's something that you see that you like or something you're looking for, grab the auction and you tell me which 2 you want. No, because I price them how I need to price them. So let me look at them and see. I don't know what the Dottie one is. Not here. Let me look. Nope. You grab the auction and then you pick 2. I'm looking to see what Dottie is. Ma'am, I've been in the heat. Dottie, Valentine, Rose. Okay, got that one. I know what that one is. Yeah, I can do a half yard of that. That's no problem. And then patches. I can do a half yard of that. Oh, that is already a half yard, Katie. The primary one, scroll down. That is already a half yard. And then see, I'm concerned with cutting up the Mark Twain, and here's my concern with it. Yeah, because the images are large. And if I cut it, you're only going to get like half images, and I don't want to do that. Does that make sense? Okay, Miriam, darling, hello and welcome. Thank you for your purchase. Which 2 would you like? Or is there a color that you're looking for? Because if you have just gotten here, we have gone through a bazillion. The orange and red. Oh, hold on. Damn. Guys, if you could see my whole desk right now, you would die laughing at me. That one. It's the scarlet. Hi, Wendy. How are you? I'm going to write your name on this while you type to my slow brain, to my slow old lady brain. Bam. How are you doing tonight, Wendy? Thank you all for your bin purchases. I've been such a good girl taking pictures this week. I'm so proud of myself. What is the Turkish towel? Are they really a bath towel or a swim towel? They're really a bath towel. You've never had a Turkish towel, ma'am. It's to die for. Miriam, hun, is this the one that you wanted? Okay, so this one, and choose another one. The red and the orange. So this one. Gotcha. So I have these correct, right? Awesome. Thank you. There's a lot on my desk. This, nope, that's the one we got to look up again. 3 yards of navy. This is a naturally aged white. These cards are to die for, you guys. And then this is an apricot seam binding. Ma'am, you just grabbing all those fabrics, aren't you? I see you in there. Hey, I have a Mary Englebright book. Would you be interested in that? Thank you, Katie. Which two do you want, babes? Can I get my hands? Navy rickrack apricot lace. Gotcha. Where did Katie's bag go? There it is. I think you're gonna need a second one. No, it's let me see if I can get my hands on it, or I could yell at Rob and have him do it. And watch, I said that I'm not gonna be able to find it, but my thought process, since you paid shipping, and if you want it, it would guys, slight intermission. Look at all the pretty laces. Gosh, you can't see them. Pick two. I'm gonna see if I can put my hands on it. Rob, do you remember where I put that Mary Englebright book? Sorry. I did find it. Look at me go. Charms, pink lace and black lace. Oh, absolutely, Judy. Okay. So do you want, there's a lot of pink here, babe. There's light pink, there's dark pink. There's wide pink. The black lace is easy. That's a full pack. The small. So these two. Gotcha, babe. So I picked this book, crazy enough. Everybody's always asking me for Mary Englebright stuff, and we were thrifting, and I found this, and absolutely nobody wanted it. And I was like, well, I'm going to take it home because somebody's going to collect. You want some pink too, Miriam? Okay, I will run again. So I have the old rose. I have the seam bindings. I have all of those. Anywho, so it's so hard to show in here. It's so much easier when I'm live thrifting. It is the Mary Englebright's Home Companion, and I would run it for $8. I don't know if this, oh, sheesh. It does have this in it that somebody ripped their name off, but that can come off with heat. And it's good. I'm trying. I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna go way, way, way up. Uno momento, my friends. Is that better? No. Gosh. I hate this camera. Okay, hold on. Do I have any scrap bags? I do, but I don't have them in here right now. Like with the 3 dots zoom out. Oh God, the last time I did that, Judy, it stuck forever. Create poll, rotate. I do not have a zoom out button. I can rotate the camera. Let me see if I can do this. I can do this. Just let me get, I can't because there's so much stuff in here. Okay. Put you up like this. You can see my mess and my drawings. I'm going to put you back here. We're going to son of monkeys. Okay. There we go. Is that better? Okay. So there's so much stuff on my desk right now. As you can see, everything is falling. So we're going to try this without killing anything. So this is the inside cover. And it has like entries. I just thought the pictures were to die for, right? I've never seen this book before. So it talks about bookshelves, and then it has a picture, and I'm assuming this is her bookshelf. I don't know. um, painted places. So it literally shows decorating ideas that pretty much, so it's 3 people. Anyway, so, so good. Oh, I want that picture right there. She painted all this stuff. I don't know, it's just good. Shows all the things. So, anyway, like I said, that's been hanging out in my I need to list pile forever. And I will put it under. Do I have my book listing here? Why would I have my book listing here? Um, Import from inventory, book. It's going to be way over a pound, but I think that might fit in a flat rate. So let's see. Absolutely. I think we got this, you guys. So there you have it. It is running. Wendy, waiting on insurance. Okay, surgery. Doctor said congested 2 minutes for shots for therapy and a brace to hold fingers straight until surgery. Oh my gosh. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I'll take my name off of here. You're very welcome. I'm always on the lookout for her stuff. And now that I know that you love it, um, when we're live thrifting, I will message you or tag you or all whatever it is that I do. It's everybody's always telling me they want it, and when I find it, the people that want it are never there, and it's so frustrating. All right, we're gonna run this again. We've got hot pink lace. We have dark old rose. This is just a little bit of wide lace. That's not even a full pack. Pink. There is, what else do we have over here? This is another pink. There's purple. There's seam tape black. Seam binding white. This one is kind of a scrappy one. It has some, oh crap, you can't even see what I'm doing because I'm still up in the air. Good God, Tamara. Somebody gonna tell me get my crap together today? That purple is lovely. This is kind of a scrappy one. It has some light pink. It has a white, and then it has this white with yellow edging. So we'll run the seam bindings again. Pin, start, 10 seconds, ma'ams. And maybe that will that handle your scrappiness, ma'am? Miriam, did you see that? Make the page. Import the pliers. Thank you, Judy. There you are, love. Let me know if they're well, I'll see it pop up if they are. Good night. I will, tomorrow, my husband and I will be, live thrifting for Crafty Stuff. We do it every Saturday, usually from 4 awesome, Judy, thank you. From 4 till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I focus on finding stuff like this for you all. Thank you, love. So, I don't very often get on the app on Sundays, but I am trying to get to your show. Um, tomorrow at 5, tomorrow at 11. Come chat with me. Ma'am, I love your stuff, but there is no way in God's green earth that I'm going to be up on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. to be on Whatnot. But I'm going to bookmark it just so you have more bookmarks. Oh, look. Let's make Deal's show at 4 p.m. I can do that. I'm not a morning person at all. I'll bookmark your 11 a.m. show. Look at me. I'm horrible. It, I'm I was a hospice nurse for many years, and it's probably why I have insomnia so bad, but because I was on call all the time. Um, I got up at 4 a.m. for so many years, for so many years. I just bookmarked everything, babe, and I will be there when I wake up. That's all that's gonna go. Why is Whatnot asking stupid? At least you've got the bookmarks, right? Everybody go, Baker. Hi, love. I didn't even see you. Well, happy birthday. Are you gonna come play with us tomorrow? I'm excited for that. Um, yeah, I was talking last night when I was doing my beach show how my watch is screaming at me. I'm gonna run this again. I don't know if Miriam, if you're still here, if you want to grab some of these or if there's something specific, let me know. There we go. Katie, thank you. Yeah, it was pretty good. I trained most of the new hires and I honestly I got in trouble for being such a strong patient advocate because I was the nurse that threw the a-hole family members out the door when they were treating their parents like I didn't like. And I don't pull a lot of punches. Earthly angels. I don't know about Angel, I was a pretty mouthy one. But my patients were so well cared for. Like I still get birthday cards and Christmas cards from some of my family members from 10 years ago. I can be mouthy. And my patients are like number one, right? Okay, I'm gonna put this up and we're gonna I the whole point was creating something and we've been on here for like an hour and a half and just played. I think I got through most of the bags. Um, most of them. Welcome in. Um, it's you want zippers, Gab? Ma'am, what kind of zippers do you want? Hold on. Where did that other bag of zippers go? Oh, who was it that was doing cross stitch or asking me about cross stitch? Was it you, Gabby, that was asking me about cross stitch stuff? Morphine is a friend, not a foe, and oh yes. How long? I don't have in here right now. I mean, I've got some of these, but in my sewing room, I have like a huge grocery bag of long ass 18-inch. Let me write that down. And I will look before I send your package because I know. Is there particular colors you need? Long ass. Did I say that? Shit. Ma'am, I'm just writing away. I'm doing exactly what you tell me to do. Oh, for God's sake, Tam. And this is my brain. This is my brain, guys. Welcome to my ADHD world, neutrals. I have some that are like, Wendy, I love you. Will you do me a favor? Because chat has been like, my brain in chat. Would you please text me what you were saying about your medical stuff so it is in my phone? Because I won't be able to go back and look at this. I caught that you had to have surgery, but I didn't catch bits and pieces. So please text it to me. Thank you, love. Have a blessed night. I will see you tomorrow. Get some sleep. Okay, so you need 18-inch zipper neutrals. Gotcha. Okay, I know I have them. Okay, Rick Rack bag. Yeah, because see, like this is a 16-inch. I thought there was a bag in here that had some zippers. There was, right here. Let's see what we got in here, babes. So this is 22-inch light pink. This is 9-inch primrose. This is 22-inch natural. You can cut them down, can't you? 22-inch blue. 6-inch tango. 14-inch red. 16-inch white. You said 18. 14-inch yellow. 16-inch pink. Every color, every size but what you need. 24-inch temple gold. 16-inch white. Not a single 18-inch in here. What the actual? Gab, do you want any of these? I'll just do the 2 for $3 like I was doing with the other packages. There you go. This is my I love you guys for hanging out with me. This is what this is. Thank you, Gab. The brown and the natural. Natural. This is it. It says Temple Gold, but it looks like is that the one the golden one? Those two? One's 22 and one's 24. Will that work for you, lovely? Let's see if I can find your bag up here. You're welcome, babes. Thank you. That's Judy's bag. Where is Gabby's bag? Judy. There you are, love. Got you. Okay. We are golden. Not a problem, love. And I'll look and see if I have any more. I can text you pictures of them. Does anybody else want zippers while I'm in here? I guess I should run that again in case somebody else wants zippers while I'm in here. Because these are going to the D-Stash show. Got it. Okay. Off we go to the tote. Oh God, we had another bag. Guys, we had another bag I didn't open. Am I fired? Oh, so much. Shh. I want to paint. This is why I don't sell a lot because I am like, I want to paint. I'm done. I'm going to paint. I'm going to make tags. I want to play. I'm going to show you this last bag and then we're going to be like, we're going to dump all this in a tote and it will be in my April 15th D-Stash show. And it is a raid train hosted by myself and Dana's Fancy Feathers. So we have white lace. We have hot pink lace. We have black and white. We have burgundy. We have yellow. Well, I run half. That is. Oh wait. Shit. Let me look. Here, let's do this. Light yellow, turquoise, and brown. And those are running. And I'm going to the bin. Dottie heart. One available. Edit listing. And we are going to do half yard. 2 available and 4. And change that to 1 to 3 ounces. Save changes. Options. Oh, what not? Mary Mother. I just took it out of my show because I edited it. What? Okay. Give me a minute. It's being a pain. What's the black and white? It just took it out of my show. I can't find it now. Add. Import from inventory. Just disappeared. The black and white. It is a black and white rickrack with like a gold medal through it. I don't freaking know. What did I do? I'm sorry, guys. So my search engine is telling me that the fabric is gone. We all know that you guys did not buy all of the fabric that I had listed. Go right ahead, Katie. Like, it's telling me the only fabric I have is the mental health journal. I don't even know. It's so ridiculous. Ridiculous. I found it. There, I pinned it. Let's run it as an auction. I broke it down into 2 halves. So let's You got it, Katie? Okay. So there, Gabby, there's the other half. Oh, did you get the other half? Okay, got it. Done. That's why I couldn't find it because you sold it. The Tamra. Oh man. Guys, I should be fired from this on the fly stuff. Okay, does anybody else want any more of this stuff? Do you want me to run it? One more time. And then I'm going to put it all in the tote and we're going to create some tags. Running this again. You want black and white and the butter yellow. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's a good choice. Thanks, Katie. Run it again in case anybody else wants something out of that pile before it goes away. And it's going to go in the D-Stash show for April 15th. Bam. Thank you, guys. So I'm gonna do this because I love you guys and this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get ready to show you what just happened to my art desk. So if you get seasick, I'm sorry. Any room on that show? I don't believe so. This is what happened to my art desk. Is that insane, you guys? Okay, I'm gonna put you back in here while I throw all of this stuff in there. I did bring a tote in here for this. So there's that. Got that. I'm just gonna scoot. I'll organize it later. You see more in the bags. Yeah, this was the rest of the last bag that I grabbed. It's craziness. Oh, the bags back there, those are what people purchased. There's so much. And then I got a whole bunch of fabric tonight. Okay, that's Charms. Miriam. Miriam, are you still here, babe? I know you purchased this and you said you wanted pink. I was not in any way, shape, or form trying to ignore you. They have all kinds of stuff up here. I'm throwing like all the itty bitty pieces up here because we may use them to make some tags. Right? Okay, so we're gonna get you guys' bag off the desk. Judy, that's Karen's bag. Okay, where are we gonna put bags? So they don't get dumped. Get this off of here. So, and that's seam binding. I have to show you guys this dress that I got. So I'm going to show you just the top. And I'm probably going to have to take the camera out and do this. So, uno momento. So this is the camisole that came with it. It's got pearls and hand beaded with all the flowers. And then this is the bottom of it on silk. This is like handmade. Well, it's not handmade. It's got a tag. But there is that. And I'm sorry, I'm scooching you guys around. Crap, it's all tied together now. I had to put it in a bag and put it outside. Oh man, this is going to get so chopped up. I had to put it in a bag outside because it smells so strongly of perfume. I thought I was going to choke to death. And that is one of the downfalls of Goodwilling because, oh, and this is the skirt. So the skirt has that edging on the bottom as well. And then it came with a full-blown jacket that has this, I can't remember what this is called. It's not, Gabby, help me. It's like really soft. It feels like silk, but it looks like the consistency of cheesecloth. Perfume is better than cigarette. I right. Tulle. It's I don't know. To me, tulle is like this pattern. This is more like I don't know. There's no hole. It's like a fabric. It's like a gauzy fabric. Anyway, so if you missed it earlier, I went to check out and the little cashier kind of, gave the old lady a raised organza. That's what I was trying to come up with. Crepe. It feels soft like silk. Oh man, I would not wear this. Rob's like, you got to try it on. I'm like, no, 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 sir, I do not. There's no reason for me to have this on my body. But anyway, the little girl kind of gave me a raised eyebrow when I put it up there. And I said, oh, I'm not wearing this. I said, it's hideous. And she's like, huh? Like, I'm chopping it up and I'm making junk journals. So we had like a 10-minute conversation about junk journals. Those are fun. This is another fun thing I found. I'm sharing my fun. I haven't decided how I'm going to break this down yet, but these are vintage, obviously, vintage patterns for cross stitch. So those are fun. Tattoos. Is that what they're called? Yeah. It's your pattern for your cross stitch. I did. And then this one, I haven't even with this one. I have to look this up and see if it's even if I need to look and see if it is okay to chop this up in my journal or if I need to list it on my eBay store because um this is what it contains and it is still sealed. This is ripped, but it's still sealed. So, I don't know. I know. So, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. So, fabric is gonna wait for another day, y'all, because we're gonna make some tags. Okay. Oh, and I did find a few little cross stitch. This is British Wildflowers, and then this one is Poppies. So that's what we got there, my friends. The fabric will have to be another day. So yeah, this set outside in a paper bag. It doesn't smell nearly as bad now because it's been outside all day. But hooey baby. Okay, off we go. You're finishing up your St. Patty's. Yes, let's play. We're gonna play. I'm gonna actually put you at a different angle so you can see what we're doing. In 100, yeah, absolutely in 100-degree weather. So because it's so hot outside, I put it in a paper bag and wrapped it up and put it on the front porch. And basically what happens, it works with fabrics, it works with Tupperwares, any plasticware, anything like that. What it does is the plastic soaks up the smells. So there's that. Okay, my friends. So this is Zombie. How are you, lovely? We're gonna play. This is the I need a paper cutter though. Man. The heavyweight file folders that I found last weekend. Um, doing good, just laying down. I am doing well. I made the mother load today of sewing supplies, and I just spent the last hour and a half showing everybody. And I'm gonna show you how I make tags. So, depends upon how big you want your tags. I like to use my guillotine cutter for this just because it cuts through the whole thing. The slide ones, you have to you struggle to cut through 2 layers with the heavy ones. I often do my tags like 2.5 by 4 inches. Um, it kinda depends. So, for the purposes of showing you what I do, get you up here. Try not to hit the camera with the guillotine. We're going to do, let's do 2.5. We'll do some threes. Wait, what am I catching on over here? Yeah, it was amazing. Like, oh, sorry. See, I knew I was going to do that. Do another 2.5. And we'll do another 3. So I've demoed before how you make a master board out of a file folder and then cut them down into tags. Or you can do what I'm doing here and cut them down first and then decorate them. It just kind of depends on what you're doing it for and how big you want your tags. Oftentimes I will leave like this here where this is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to cut this little shorty here so we have a pocket. Yeah, I said we're going to cut the shorty. I just realized how that sounded when I said it. So see, by cutting it like that, I have an automatic pocket for this tag. Fun times. Hi everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining. If you have anything that you would like to see, I have my bin semi-fully loaded. My lovelies pillaged the... So you know what you guys just proved to me is if I just get off my butt and list these things, you would come get them. That's what you just proved to me. And that means that I need to get it together, right? Because I have so many good things here that I'm sure you guys would love to have. I just can't get my brain to list them. I'm sorry, I keep hitting the camera, guys. 4 and 5. Karen, did you go to sleep, love? Did I bore you to death? You're in the same boat trying to organize so you can think. Yeah, my brain just is like, no ma'am. Sorry, love. We're not functioning today. And it's sad because I've been crafting for all my life, but I've been on this app for 3 years and I just keep accumulating stuff. Instead of getting it listed, I do demos. I go live thrifting and it's become like out of control, right? So I have put myself on a schedule. Do you want to be listing buddies? Seriously, I put myself on a schedule that I have to list a certain number of things on Mondays and Tuesdays because I don't often do shows on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I figured that would force me to list a certain number of items 2 days a week. I like doing my listings on my back deck because of the natural sunlight. But our beautiful Mother Nature, bless her unmedicated bipolar heart, decided to hit 106 in Arizona this week. What? What's even happening here, my friends? I don't know. She's a little cray these days. I'm trying to start an online store on another platform and I have to get it together. Well, I do sell um, things that I just can't comfortably ship from Whatnot elsewhere. But I will say that I have not given it any focus lately. And I think the last thing I sold over there was like 2 months ago. I will say that do you sell here on Whatnot? Okay, so these are the pockety ones. Those are scraps. I cut these all random sizes because, why not? Keeps us from being bored, right? Keep them in semi. Oh, there's one I missed. Okay. I just want to give you the idea of what we're doing. So there's a number of different ways that you can do this. We're going to go back down. Sorry if I make you seasick. There's a number of different ways. One of the things that I really like to do is use my napkins and cover these. What are we going to do today? This one's already cut, so maybe I cut a piece out of here. So we'll do... Okay, so when I do this, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can put your matte medium... Gabby, I know, aren't they the best? I keep forgetting you're not in our ATC swap and you didn't get the napkins. Do you do this stuff with napkins? I think I just said do you 10 times, but okay. I'm going to show you. Yes. Oh, I dropped that. You have commitment phobia. Okay. Well, it's just me, Gabby. It's a whole bunch of friends. It's just me. If it were some crazy lady from online, oh wait, that's what I am. Anyway, if it were somebody that you didn't know, I get it, but it's just me. Like, I'm not gonna pop you out of the group because life happens. It's a very chill group of people if you so desire to make artist trading cards with us. I don't get cranky until I have so many people drop that I have to make 4 or 5 sets so I don't have to send people's cards back. That makes me cranky. But alas, I'm trying to screenshot this stuff so I can know this later. I love when you guys start chatting and I'm trying to pay attention and talk and all the things. So I start screenshotting stuff and then I go back and I'm like, why did I screenshot that? What was I thinking? Okay, we're going to do this a couple of different ways because we have a whole lot of real estate here, right? Okay. The easiest way, the comments get me. Facebook can be a great place to destash, make cool graphics, and then post stuff. That sounds like a lot of work. So I have Matte Medium. Okay. I do it monthly, love. It's a monthly thing. I've been doing it for I think a year now. So I'm putting a layer of matte medium on this piece that we just chopped, making sure that every single spot all the way up to the edges has matte medium on it. And at this point, I generally stick this in my mouth, but I can't talk and put it in my mouth. So we're going to set it aside. We're going to lay this down on the napkin. And I'm just going to burnish it. This should be on Facebook. And I'm burnishing this with my bone folder. Now, if you are new to this and you don't have all the fancy dancy tools, what you can do, if I can refrain from knocking everything over, is get an old credit card. Get an old credit card and use that to smooth it out. Easy peasy. So what that does, and you have to take into consideration, I'm working on a glass surface, okay? But, and while this glue, well, you can leave it as is and let it dry, or you can tear around it. So there, that's an easy way to do it, right? It's just a napkin. It's just a napkin. I have fancy napkins. I use matte medium. I prefer the matte medium. I know other people use other things. The brand for this kind of thing really doesn't matter. I usually have some in my bin. I don't know if there's any there. That one's gloss, so you can get gloss. Gosh, she's gonna get me on that sensitive topic. I love that for you, Karen. Yes, yes, it does. The difference between this and Mod Podge, this was designed for artists to mix with their acrylic paints. So it is a higher quality and it does not dry tacky like your Mod Podge does. So I've preached this 1,000 times. If you're doing a junk journal, please don't put Mod Podge in it because your pages are going to stick together and they're going to yellow over time. And that is coming from somebody that has been doing altered books for like 20 some odd years, maybe 30. I have books that I did years and years ago that I cannot even get the pages apart because all we knew was Mod Podge. Um, this, oh, I do have one up here. Let me show you. I have one left. I try to keep these in my bin. Um, they sell this at Walmart. Not all Walmarts carry it. Okay. So I started throwing it in my bin with just an extra dollar or two to cover fees, not making a profit off of it, but it's mainly for the people that cannot find it at their Walmart. So this works just fine. Okay, there's that. So I let this dry just a smidge before I went to tear it. There's a couple of ways that you can do this, and God, I have so much on my desk, I can't function. One of the easiest ways to get this um, is get a paintbrush and just plain water. And if you paint around with wet, it just pulls away. Okay, Heather. Do you have a package, love? Look at me just not even paying attention to what's going on around me. There. So, okay. Then I'll just hold it for you. I like the grungy edges. If you don't, you can take a scissor and you can cut it. That is the smoothest way that I have found to put napkins on a tack, right? Okay. I'm going to show you another way. Let's get one of these skinny ones. The other way, gold hey, it's time to be done. Let's go trim. Night, Heather. I'll see you tomorrow. Go get some sleep, hun. I might try to go on early tomorrow, but there's no guarantees of that. So plan on us at like 4 o'clock Pacific time. Oh shoot, that was a lot of water. Okay. So another way you can do this is to put your matte medium on your tag. Put a thin layer down. Make sure you go to the edges. It's very important that you go to the edges so it doesn't peel up. Put your napkin down. And you just kind of press. And what this does is you're putting a layer of the matte medium on top. So you're sealing this. Now this is where you're going to get some wrinkles. Get back up there, little butterfly. I'm okay with that. But with this, because I've sealed it with the matte medium, I can use watercolors on it. I can use paint pens. I can use whatever, and this background is actually sealed in. Oh, I glued my finger to the page and it ripped it. Ha ha, good job, Tam. So, see how it kind of got a little wrinkly? Um, Again, I love the grunge. I'm good with that. There's that. Um, so there's different ways you can do this. We're gonna do what other little doohickey? We have these birds. Is this gonna fit on there? Yeah, good enough. I like that plate. It's not gonna be quite big enough. That's okay. We'll work with this. So I'm gonna do the other part. The first way I did it. The other part. Listen to you, Tam. So I'm basically just adding again that thick layer. And when I did the thick layer, that one is kind of sealed because I put so much on, it just kind of seeps through the napkin, but it's not completely sealed. So this is what I would use if I were going to collage on top of it. This is matte medium, so it dries matte. We do have gloss medium here. So again, I have the glue on here on my surface, and you can take, you can find it, a credit card or your bone folder and just smooth that down. And if you start in the middle and work your way out to the edges, you're going to get minimal. Tear perfectly for me today. You'll get minimal. This is where that didn't go to the edge, but I wanted that plate there. And I figured I'm going to cut part of this and then I'll collage stuff on. So I was thinking ahead that it's okay that that space is there so I could have this plate. Um, yeah, there's gloss medium, and what I'm using here is matte medium. So you can get both. Thank you, darling. I love, and let me see if this is semi-dry. I'm going to show you another trick with making tags while we're here. So you know how we get all these crazy things in the mail? They're plastic, just like cards. So what I've done is I've made myself some templates out of these cards. They're different angles for tags. This is the short one. This is a really steep one. This is kind of halfway in between. But what I do with this is if I put this in the corner here and find my scissors, I can snip and I'm guaranteed that my corners match because I have this template to go off of. They're just little tools that you make. Hi, Mape. And they just set up on my desk. So whatever steep angle, and if you saw, my tag is big, but because I'm using I'm putting this lined up here and at the top. I'm cutting the same amount off with this lined up. Does that make sense? Because this edge is lined up and this edge is lined up. So it gives you, and I literally sat down and I measured these. So I made sure that they were the right angles. And this is junk mail. Junk mail. But junk mail sends you plastic cards and they want to try to get your attention. And you got my attention. Thank you very much, Usenet. Now I have awesome. You can also do the same thing with like a old gift card. But these were just a little bit thinner, so they were easier to cut. And I keep them up here on my desk at all times to do tags. Just saying. There's that. That one's still drying. That one's, see, this is the one that we sealed and it's still drying. It's kind of a hot mess, actually. So, but that's okay because we can collage over the top of this. We can add words. We can add laces and ribbons. Trying to avoid my finger sticking to this and pulling up because it's still really tacky. Yeah, I just told you to use the wet paintbrush to do this with. And am I? No, because, you know, makes it easier if you do that. The wet just makes it so much easier. Okay, there's that. So let's say with this one, we want to do a really steep corner. So I'm going to show this again. I'm lining this up on this side and the top. So that angle, regardless of the fact that this is not the same size, I'm getting that angle, and that's what my goal is here. I'm just going to flip that over to the other side again, the top and the side. And cut that angle. So it's even. Those are what I use to make most of my tags when I remember to grab it. So this is just an easy way, and it's a good start, right? By no means. And you could, we're going to chop off the birdies. The birdies are in my way. If this were not a directional, I could actually flip it up. Obviously, we don't want the birds upside down on here, but you get the idea. Depending upon your napkin pattern, you could just wrap it around. It's a whole thing. You can leave it like this. Another thing that I really like to do with tags, I know I don't really have a whole plan in place right now, but I'm just showing you off the top of my head some of the things that I do frequently. Here, let's get some more of these drying first, and then I'll show you that. Set that over there. So this is what I'm talking about directional. So the pocket. What are we going to do with the pocket? Oh, I chopped their heads off. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. Okay. So let's do a different one. Napkins. Napkins are finicky, my friends. Probably, but that's okay. He is actually, Gabby, I love you for that. Thank you. Rob is actually online playing a shoot 'em up game with peoples, and he is perfectly content to do that. napkins. Napkins often come in 2 or 3 ply. This one is obviously whites over here. So one of the things to do if you're struggling, did I see Angel's truck with the tape? I love it. Yeah. Katie, you have to understand, Angel and I are pretty much the same age, and we've been, no, it's neither one of ours. Um, it's just one of those things that when you've been crafting and creating as long as we have, these things have been around for a bazillion years. Um, I mean, I learned how to do it back in the 90s when we were doing altered books and putting collaging napkins into altered books. Another thing, if you have a napkin that has these bumpy doos on it and you don't like those, you can. We just share all the things. You can take a bone folder and smooth them out. Those bumps are what's holding your napkin together. That's how they seal all the layers. Okay. So you can use your bone folder, you can use your credit card. It does a couple of things for you. It helps you separate it, but what it also does is it removes those bumpies from your project. So it gives you more real estate without the bumps. So oftentimes when you just smooth those bumps out, you can it will literally make these separate. Baby Love, it expired in 1996. Just saying. But thank you for the thought. Nah, I would never. I don't use any, and as a matter of fact, he's passed away, so that would be crazy, but yes. Judy, thank you much, love. Judy, is there anything else I need to throw in your box while we got there? While we have a shipping label for you? Man, English is getting hard. Maybe I do need to stop. I'm gonna finish this one tag and then we're gonna go. We will be back tomorrow afternoon, evening, live thrifting. No, I don't have fresh coffee. That's probably what my problem is. So that is an easy way to just separate them. If, excuse me, you cannot get that to work, let me find a different napkin and show you. You can take a piece of tape and grab the edge. And I don't know if I don't want to tape to that tin. I don't know if she showed this part. You smooth it down to make sure it sticks. And then when you pull it up, it just pulls your layers. This little trick also works with your pet stickers that you can never get the backings off of. They work for that too. I have good napkins. Didn't you get some of these in your swaps? Judy, just text me tomorrow if you think of something, love. Have a blessed night, sweetheart. Have sweet dreams. We're going to be off of here in about 10 minutes. Thanks for hanging with us. So when you're doing these, I want to show you how to do these, and then we're going to go. They're so good. I have good napkins. I've been collecting them for a lot of years. a lot of years. So with this, I want the image here, but I also want a different image here, right? So I would put this in the stupid water. What I will do, night, love. It's so past you guys' bedtime. I'm sorry. This is welcome to my insomniac world. Again, I'm going to do a layer. I'm not going to do as thick this time. And this is a smidge watered down because my paintbrush was in the water. So this tag is going to warp because it was in the water because, yeah, no, that's how we're going to roll. I want that butterfly. Night, Karen. Sweet dreams, love. I'll see you tomorrow. Have fun at the festival. Take lots of good pictures. So I'm smoothing this out from center out to make sure I don't have any air bubbles. And I'm working on glass. I don't know with something underneath it. God. There was glue burgers down there. I found, this is literally just an old glass piece from a microwave. And then the decoration underneath, it's actually a board that Maple found for me thrifting. And I just put my glass on top of it. So it's not like a stark white. Oh no. So anyway, we've got that. Here's another thing you can do. If you have an uber sharp X-Acto knife, which this obviously isn't uber sharp and it's ripping, because, you know, why would we not rip and be a pain? You can cut these, usually. When things stop cooperating, it's time to stop crafting, right? I just ripped the crap out of that. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We are just finishing up this last project. Yeah, that didn't cut that at all. Gracious. Gracious me, oh my. We're going to stick with the water trick today. It seems to be working for us. Some days I can't get the water to work. Some days I can't get the X-Acto knife to work. You just never know, right? What's going to work and what's not. So again, I'm just holding this down, pulling this up along the edge. It's going to be a torn, messy edge. I'm okay with that. You guys know I love my grunge. And so there we have that, okay? So what we need to do is cover this pocket. So I want this to be my top. And I'm hoping It's so good. We're gonna plop this down so when that flips up, you're gonna have the bottom portion of this. Give me a second. And again, we're just gonna glue this. I'm not gonna go very far up with this because this is gonna be our back. But one of the things that I really like to do with these tags is put grid paper on the back of my tags so I have a place to journal. And I would put the grid paper on just like I put this on. Does that make sense? So this is going to be a very rough example, but you'll get the idea of what we're doing here. So what I've done is I've got my butterfly, I've got that, but when this pocket goes up, it maintains the pattern. Hi Patty, how are you, love? We are just finishing up. Hello everybody. Did we get a raid in here? No. Y'all are just coming over to say hi. So we did a lot of stuff tonight. We made some cute tags. We made some journaling tags. And we made a pocket tag. And just using literally a file folder and a napkin. Thank you, Patty. I like this one a lot. Of course I do. It's a purple butterfly. Why would I like that a lot? So that is what we're at. And it is time for me to go get some food and say goodnight to you all. Does anybody need anything before we go? Thank you all. Let you see it. Katie, I love you, babe, but you're cray cray. The ones that I have pre-packaged, because I have like probably 60 different kinds of napkins. It would take me, the last time I did a napkin show, it took me an hour and a half to show all the napkins. I love you. It's not happening tonight. I do have some pre-packaged. Okay. That I'll let you do. Where are they at? Oh, those are the ephemera things. Where's the napkins? Okay, look. I can show you these. I have the packages for sale. I'll show you the real deal, ma'am. Napkin. I have them. Birds and Botanicals. Do I have any? I do. Let me see which ones I have, honey. Birds and Botanicals. I made these a long time ago. Okay, so this is the Birds and Botanicals. Oh, I have the Birds and Botanicals too, because why would you not be a peen in your own? Mm, This is Birds and Botanicals 2. Um, Birds and Botanicals 3. Oh, I was just really creative when I named these, wasn't I? Okay, so those are the flower pot ones. I have those. So there's a flower pot. So this one is, did you grab them, Katie, or do you want me to run them? You grabbed those. Yes. So this is Birds and Botanicals. There's pictures in the bin. There is this is the napkin that I was using tonight. That is sold. Never mind. And then I have this one that has the blue with the gold. It has the butterflies, and then it has this wood grain one that I adore. I'll run it in case anybody wants to grab it. There. You got it, Gab? Okay. You might be so organized for you to go right to them. I mean, okay, nobody wants that one. Gabby got that one. And then this is the one that we just used. And it comes with a flamingo. I made them so long ago, I don't remember. Did you get one, Katie? Okay. So there's this one. Comes with this. Comes with this. These gorgeous. And then the flamingo. You're good? Okay. I have the great appearance of being organized, and there's a reason for that. You're welcome, Katie. Thank you. I'm going to show you. I'm in a confession time. Oh, my phone is hot. Here's confession time, my friend. This is why everything works straight to it. This is my other desk. This is my drafting desk. This is all of the stuff that I have listed for sale. So it's all there. Those are giveaways. Those are the things to make giveaways. Trims, laces. Oh, that's my classes. Ink pads listed. Bagged trims. Those are like all of the tickets, art stuff. Hey, there's my ATC binder from when I used to run ATC swaps at the art store. That's a lot of ATCs. And then this is all listed stuff here. So you went nuts in my bin. I totally did. I totally forgot they were in the bin, Katie. That's why it threw me. I'm sorry. I love you. I was like, oh my God, ma'am, no, I can't do that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, there are more. I will add more. Um, there's my little drawings for my 8B ATC. All right. We had a good night, right? You know, I didn't how to explain this? I didn't think that you would do that to me. I just didn't think that you understood the monstrosity of napkins that I have in this house. Because I've been collecting them for so many years, and every time I see them at the thrift, every time I see them at Ross, every time I see them at TJ Maxx, I buy more because I'm addicted to arting with them. Oh, I don't have it hung up on the wall. Mm. I also use them in my artwork when I do mixed media on canvas. So maybe one of these days we'll show that. Okay. friends, I know it is like all everybody's bedtime. Um, we're gonna bounce back into Gifty Gypsy and see what she's up to because she's always a good time. And she's selling pretty stuffs tonight. So, all of that said, thank you all so very much for hanging out with me. Much love to each and every one of you. I will see you tomorrow afternoon for some live crafty thrifting. Good night. Night, Gabby. I'll see you tomorrow. Night, Katie. Thank you all for everything. Much love. Bye. Have a blessed night.